Hello class and welcome to our fifth lecture series on international finance, and I'm your instructor Jamal Haider. So we were discussing in our last lecture the international financial markets, and then we talked about a bid and ask, and we talked about that bid and ask, they are dealer's perspective. Okay, dealer's perspective. And what is ask? Ask is the rate on which dealer will sell. Bid is the rate on which dealer will buy, right? And then we talked about the bid ask spread ratio. It is ask rate minus bid rate divided by ask rate. So if you understand that bid ask spread ratio, please find out which one is correct. So we have bid ratio, so we have bid price, we have ask price as well, right? So question is, if you have Mexican pesos, what is the amount of pesos that you need to purchase? $100,000, right? Remember, you have pesos and you want to convert it into dollars. So how many pesos you will exchange in order to get $1,000? Can anybody tell me?
Hi.
Okay. Haley, what is your answer?
I'm still calculating, sir.
Okay. Kathleen, Loja, Crystal, Marilyn, Min.
So the price is
What's going on?
wait.
Whoa. Today my Zoom is a little bit weird. First it didn't show me my PPT, and then suddenly it showed I share your screen, and now it's making some trouble. Okay. Should I do it with you? Or are you trying to solve? Min, Marilyn, Jenlab, please participate. Not
I think it's B.
B. Okay. I think let's do that. So assume, let me repeat the question. Assume that the bank's bid quote of Mexican pesos, right? Mexican pesos is $0.126 per peso, and ask price is $0.129 per peso. And you have Mexican pesos. So tell me, when you have Mexican peso already, what would you do? You will exchange your pesos and you will buy a dollar, right? Understand? Everyone, please participate. This is very important concept. You will sell your peso and buy dollars, or the Mexican bank will give you dollar. You have pesos. If you want to sell your pesos, bank will offer what rate? Bid rate or ask rate?
Bid rate. And now, if you want to sell, ask rate. Nah,
Bid ask is dealer's perspective, bank's perspective. If banks wants to sell you, he will give you ask rate. If banks wants to buy from you, he will give you bid rate. But you have peso, now you want to sell. When you want to sell, bank will buy. Right? So the rate that the bank is going to use is bid rate. So this is a very small, point, but it has a very powerful impact on your solutions. Right, everyone? So it's not about you who wants to sell. It's about convert it into dealer's perspective. You have Mexican pesos and you want to convert Mexican pesos into dollars. Right? You don't have dollars, you want to buy dollars. But right now what you have, that is the decision making. You have Mexican pesos and you want to trade Mexican pesos against dollar. So what you have, you will sell, in return you will get. So when you will sell your Mexican pesos and get dollars. So how much Mexican pesos you will sell to the bank? So it's just about 100,000 divided by which rate? Bid rate, ask rate?
bid rate,
Well done.
which is
1, 2, 6. Answer would be C, 793,651. Understand? Min, Crystal, Marilyn?
Yes, understood.
Yes.
Good. Not?
Yes, sir.
Kathleen? Okay. And then we talked about the cross exchange rate. And what did we learn in cross exchange rate? So basically we are having some kind of revision from our last lecture, but we will be doing some class exercises as well. So cross rates which involves 3 currencies, right? So for example, we have value of peso. So it means we have relationship of 2 currencies, peso and dollar. Then we have another 2 currencies, which is Canadian dollar versus dollar. So what we don't have, peso and Canadian dollar, right? So it means cross rate is that rate which belongs to totally the numerator and denominator both will be foreign currencies. So remember, what did I tell you? When you are reading the PPTs, reading the book chapters, assume yourself you are US citizen. Why? Because this book is US centric, right? So now when you read the definition, that is the cross exchange rate is the amount of one foreign currency into the units of another foreign currency. So many students are confused why we have 2 foreign currencies, right? So you see here the common currency dollar because you are the resident of US. So foreign currencies are peso and Canadian dollar. And you have given the target to peso and Canadian dollar, which means if you convert this into ratio, what you are trying to do, you want to find out Canadian dollar over peso, right? So if you still are confused, please, after this class, go back to our YouTube lectures, previous lecture 4, and do watch that. So our target is Canadian dollar over peso. We can use mathematical property. We can do that. Canadian dollar over dollar. multiply by dollar over peso. In that case, we can use dimension method. We can find out. So do we have, so this rate value of peso in dollars. So this is dollar over peso rate. So do we have dollar over peso? Here we go. Yes, we have this between 0.07 multiply by, and do we have, so this is dollar over Canadian dollar, but we need Canadian dollar over dollar, so we need to reverse that one. So reverse that one, that will be 1 over 0.70. It's mathematical property, that's it. So when you do that, your answer would be, let me clear all this mess here and show you. Here we go. Right? Or if you have very strong mathematical capabilities, do whatever you want. Right? I'm just giving you a basic, very, fundamentals of, ratios. That's it. So you can follow whatever method you want. And then we solve this question. Right? You remember that one? So in our last lecture, we tried to solve that one, and let's do it again so that you have, the fresh memories. So the question is, you just came back from Canada where the Canadian dollar was worth, so this is was worth $0.70 per Canadian dollar. You still have Canadian dollar, $200 for your trip, and you can exchange them at the airport, but the airport foreign exchange desk will only buy for $0.60. It means that is the past, which is no longer applicable because day by day exchange rate differs. And now when you want to convert your $200, it will be converted into dollar at the rate of $0.6 per Canadian dollar. So, but next week you are going to Mexico and you would be needing peso. The airport foreign exchange desk will sell you the peso at dollar per peso 0.1. So you met a tourist at the airport who is from Mexico and he is going to Canada, and he said, I'm going to be buying your $200 and giving you 1,300 pesos. So should you accept the offer, or should you just go to the airport, exchange first in dollar and then exchange into peso? So there are a number of methods to solve this problem. Since we are studying the cross rate, so let's find out the cross rate and what would be the two foreign currencies. If you are a US citizen, two foreign currencies going to be Canadian dollar and peso, right?
Sure, I have a question.
Yes, sure.
The first one is like either you take your dollar and you exchange them for 0.60, or you can